Hey Cancer, thanks for visiting. And as I always ask you, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. You don't have to, obviously. If you're a troll, you definitely don't have to. I don't mind. I'm just happy for you to listen. So I'm going to start your reading right now for Cancer. So the first card you have for your past is the Seven of Wands. So yeah, this card can be about fighting people off, feeling as if you're on by yourself against a whole lot of people or things, or a great big huge roadblock or problem. And sometimes it can be about people being you being up in a high position and you're kind of fighting to kind of keep that position. It can be about different things, but yeah, I am seeing some fighting in this card, but maybe not literal fighting. I think this might be about fighting for something. Yeah, I'm seeing a situation that was going one way, and then there was a complete turnaround and things went in the opposite direction. They kind of started flowing in the other way, if that makes sense. I'm just getting this feeling that someone didn't want to lose you. And maybe they were fighting to stop you from leaving, but I think they just left it too late. I think it was way too late by the time they were ready to fight. Because I think for a long time before that, a long time actually, you were the one who could feel them slipping away. And, it's like they were around you, but they may as well not have been around you, because they were they were physically around you but not mentally or emotionally around you, if that makes sense. It's like their mind was a million miles away even though they were sitting right next to you. It was that kind of thing. And maybe you're wondering what was wrong when they were like that, and I think you might have been asking them, you were questioning them, but I don't think they were responding, or maybe they were responding on their terms and not really considering you or how you were feeling. It was something like that. I think they were thinking about themselves and their reactions to you, and how everything was affecting them. I don't think they were even thinking about why you were asking or what you were feeling or anything like that at the time. But then I think when you finally lost hope, you gave up on this. You said, this is ridiculous, I can't be in this situation anymore. There they were, suddenly they were trying to fight for something that they'd let slip away. And maybe you were thinking something like, there's a helicopter going past, sorry about that. I think you might have been thinking something like, they ignored me when I wanted to talk, so why should I listen to them now? It was something like that. It was like, this has turned around and now they want me, but I spent so long trying to talk to them. I asked them, I said, what's wrong? Is something this, that, and the other? I tried everything, and they ignored me all that whole time. And now, when I'm finally, enough is enough, and I walk off, here they are. So yeah, it was very frustrating. Yeah, so the next card you have for your past is Death. So yeah, you're not going back, and you weren't going to go back. Death is death. That's the end of that. You let this person go, and it wasn't as if you were doing this lightly either. This was after you tried and tried. You forgave and you forgave for things. You fought and you fought. You asked, and nothing seemed to work. And if you're using all your energy on someone who isn't even listening, why keep going? And that's what you were thinking. But I just don't think they realised you were serious while you were trying to sort all of this out with them. Maybe they thought that you'd never actually leave, and that maybe you were just making kind of hollow threats or something like that. Not that you were making threats, you weren't threatening them, but it's just that they weren't taking you seriously. And when it was finally time for you to give up, they still didn't take that seriously, because they thought that they still had a chance, and they were still trying again. And I think maybe they were thinking, oh, he or she, or whoever this is, whoever you are, whether you're a he or a she, they were thinking, oh, they'll never really do that, they'll never leave, they won't leave really, I can just keep on going the way I'm going, and they won't do that. And And part of that was right. I mean, not that you never would, but it takes a lot for you to walk away from someone. You know, you're a person who loves deeply, and you work really hard for that love, and you wanted to make things work. You know, you take things very seriously, you take love very seriously. But yes, if this all resonates, it was too late. It was just too late by the time they wanted to try again and come back and all of that. You know, because in love, two people need to take things seriously, not one person. It doesn't work like that. And it was just too late. You'd mentally moved on, you'd emotionally moved on. Now, you still had emotions there. You were upset, you cared about them, but you just could not see this working. It was just like, no, I've moved on now. I can't go back. I cannot go through all of that again. Even though my heart's aching, I cannot go through that again. It's that kind of thing I'm feeling around this. So the last card you have your past is the 10 of Wands. So yeah, you just let this go in the end. You just let this burden go. And, you know, maybe you decided that you just be by yourself. You just do things for yourself. You just take care of yourself. And you knew things were going to be difficult. Practical things were going to be difficult. And, you know, of course, you were probably used to sharing your day-to-day life with someone, sharing practical things as well. And then suddenly everything fell to you. And of course this was difficult in the beginning, but then, you know, you probably realized that a lot of things were actually easier without this person. You still had to do everything, but you know, you didn't have that horrible feeling, as if you just didn't matter, or that you're being ignored, or that, you know, better to be by yourself and not ignored than with someone and being ignored. That was kind of how you were feeling. And you know, the man on this card, he's obviously carrying all these heavy wands. He can't even see where he's going, but he's heading toward a home. And you know, this house looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful little cottage with a garden around it and everything you need. So you were heading toward this home, and it's like, to me, a home is like the true you. It's like your soul. So you were heading toward you. Your focus was on you, and that's where you were heading. If that makes sense to you. So you're definitely doing the right thing if this resonates. Sorry, cross watchers, that's what I'm seeing. You were doing the right thing. And I think that if you'd listened to this person and you turned back around again and come back to them, I think they might have even taken you even less seriously than they did before, because that's what they were counting on. They were kind of thinking, oh, they'll come back. And if you were really strong, and then suddenly at the last minute you said, okay, I'll come back, then they'd be like, see, I knew they'd come back. And then the next time you tried to talk to them, or tried to get them to do something, or tried to get them to listen to you, they'd even be less likely to do that, because, you know, they were proven right. That's what I'm seeing in that. So yeah, you might have had to carry these heavy wands around with you, like this poor man, but you didn't have to carry this person around with you anymore. And that's what they were like a big burden on you. After a while, that's how they felt to you. Now, you still had feelings for them, you still probably do have some, or you probably still are a bit hurt by this, but you knew that this was the right thing, and you were doing the right thing. The first card you have your present is the Six of Cups. So yeah, this is what you truly want. This is what you truly want in a relationship. These are cups, obviously, in this card, representing emotions, but the flowers are planted in soil. So yeah, they were planted in earth. So you want your love and your growth to come out of the earth, out of something stable. Plants need to be watered with emotion, obviously, but there needs to be a stable foundation underneath to help them to grow. And you know, I'm also seeing an offer in this card. This might be a job offer. I think it's something around a job or a business. But I think this is coming through, this might be coming through a friend, someone you already know. This might be an old friend, someone you've spent a lot of time around in your past, because this card can be about nostalgia, looking back. I'm just seeing someone remembering that you have a particular skill, or maybe you have some kind of unique knowledge or something like that. And I think they might ask you to either work with them on a project, or they might even want you to team up with them on something, or it might be an actual job. This is definitely something work or business related. And I think they might need you urgently, actually. I think they might need someone very, very quickly, I think. Because someone left at the last minute, or left them without a replacement or something like that. There's a man in this card. He's right in the distance. He's on the left hand side of this card, and he's walking away from this scene. He's walking away. So I think someone walked away from this business or this job or whatever this was, and they need someone very quickly to replace this person. So if you do say yes to this offer, I think you're going to have a lot of fixing up to do. Maybe you'll find yourself cleaning up a bit of a mess or something that someone left. But this is a good offer. This is worth pursuing, at least. Obviously, this is up to you, but what I can see about this is that it is a good offer. So the next card you have for your present is the Nine of Cups. I think there might actually be someone else around you. I think this might be a love connection. I don't know if you're in an actual relationship with this person or not. You might be. I think you actually might be. But I'm seeing this person, I think they seem fantastic, actually. They seem fantastic. Everything you've ever wished for, really. This can be the wish card. And you know, there's passion here as well, with this big red hat that this man's wearing. So this person is thinking about passion with you. It's on their head. But I think you might be holding back a bit. I think, you know, you've just been through so much maybe with this ex. You might be thinking that things might look a bit too good to be true, actually. It's like you might be thinking, are they hiding something? They can't be that perfect. This can't be that perfect. It's too good to be true. It's something like that. And I'm not seeing that they're hiding anything, but I think you're definitely right to take things slowly if this is resonating with you, because they're not hiding anything. I'm not seeing that, but you need to go at the pace that feels right for you. And I think if everything goes well and keeps on going in the same direction in this relationship, I think you will eventually open up properly, but it's going to be on your time and on your terms, because I think in this past relationship, everything was on their terms. They weren't taking you seriously, they weren't listening to you, you had to go along with what they wanted, and that did not work for you. And there's no way that you're going to repeat that ever again. So this is about you just taking your time. You might be doing that because you think, oh, this is good to be true, too good to be true, there has to be something wrong with that. And also you have in your mind that you want to make sure that you're 100% okay with everything before you jump in. So it's two things that are making you slow down in this. So the last card you have your present is the Page of Swords. So yeah, I think this person from your past might still be thinking about you, and they might even be watching you. Not spying on you, they're not outside your house, I don't think. Probably is on social media or something like that. But I still don't think they realise that anything they did was wrong. I think, you know, if you ever got back in contact with this person, and I'm not seeing you doing that, you're not going to do that, I don't think, but if you did, I think they might even be a little bit defensive, like this page, and they might try to defend themselves. If you said to them, you know, you didn't listen to me, you did this and you did that, and I wasn't happy. That's why I left. I tried and it didn't work. If you said any of that to them, they probably just try to defend themselves. They probably make excuses or whatever. And again, I don't think they'd listen to you again, which is what the problem was in the first place. So, you know, again, this is showing me that you made the right decision, because I don't really think that they've grown or they've changed yet. Now, they might at some time in the future, or they might be starting to grow, they might be in that process, but they're certainly not ready for you to talk to them yet. And I don't think you will anyway, because I think, you know, you have this other person that you're thinking, or you're seeing, or you're kind of in a relationship with, or you might just be talking to them, I don't know. But there is somebody else around you. And also, you just do not want to go back into that situation again. You just do not want to feel like that ever again. So the first card you have for your future is the Seven of Swords. Yes, again, you don't want to feel like this ever again. You do not want to have any dealings with this ex ever again because they hurt you. Look at what's happening in this card. So they're still thinking about you. It's way, way too late. It was back in the Death card. It is again now. It's way even later now. It's way too late now. I'm seeing that all over this reading. And yeah, they're still thinking about you. And you were so hurt. You were so hurt. You still have a little bit of that left. You still are a bit hurt by this. And you know, if you look at the man on this card, he's obviously stealing these swords. He's stealing 5 swords. But, you know, he's leaving 2 behind and they're stuck into the ground. They're sort of stabbed into the ground. Someone had to stab them into the ground. Yeah, they left you feeling hurt, feeling stabbed almost. They left these 2 swords behind, and swords hurt. And that's what they left behind with you. So you still are feeling a bit of hurt. But yeah, again, this man's looking back. He's looking back at these 2 swords. So they're still thinking about you. And this is in your future. So they're probably still going to be thinking about you for a while in your future. But again, I don't think they realise what they've actually done or how their actions have affected you or how deeply they affected you. You know, he's looking back, but he isn't, he's not concerned, he's not frowning, he's not sad, he's smiling. So, you know, they just don't realise how deeply they affected you. And again, they can look back, but you're not going to take them back. I think you might feel really exhausted every time you think about this person actually, because they're just exhausting. You just don't want to deal with this anymore. And you're not going back ever again, ever again, if this resonates. Sorry, cross-watchers. This is what I'm seeing here. You've got the Death card. It's final. You've got the 7 of Swords. Nobody wants to go back to the 7 of Swords. Believe me. The next card you have for your future is the Queen of Cups. So, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of, you know, this card, obviously, this is a very emotional card. It's a very dreamy card. It's all of that. But I'm seeing strength in this, actually. I think you're a lot stronger than you look, or you're a lot stronger than a lot of people think you are. You've been through a lot, definitely, and you do feel emotions very, very deeply, but that doesn't mean that you're weak. And I'm getting the impression that this new person, this person in the 9 of Cups, might feel as if they want to save you or rescue you or something like that. Now, they probably know a bit about what's happened to you. I don't know if they know everything, but they know some. And they probably feel really feel for you, and they probably really feel for what you've been through. And they care about you, I'm seeing that. But a big part of you doesn't want to be rescued, because I think deep down, after everything that's happened to you, you just don't want to be reliant on someone again. There's a part of you that doesn't want to risk putting all of your eggs in the one basket again and being totally reliant on someone. I think you went through that and you were heartbroken, and you don't want to go through that again. But I don't think they want you to be reliant on them. They don't want to control you. They don't want anything nasty or bad. They don't feel like that. They just really care for you. They just really feel for you, and they just want to help you. That's all it is. So I think this feeling that you're having of wanting to be self-reliant might be causing them to feel a little bit as if you want to pull away, or as if you want to move away from them or something like that, or maybe you're losing interest. And you know, you're not, but there might be a risk of them thinking that. So maybe just talk to them and just explain everything you've been through, that you don't want to rely on someone totally ever again, that you don't feel that it's anything about them, that you don't want them to take it personally. You're just still trying to work through what's happened with your ex. You're still trying to kind of deal with all of that emotionally, and that's going to bring up a lot of things for you. So you just, you know, you just want them to bear with you, to just, you know, work with you. You want them to work with you on that, and just explain that it's not them. They haven't done anything wrong, and that you do care about them. You just have a lot to work through, and things have affected you. That's all. I hope that makes sense. You know, they just want to know where they are with you. They just want to know that you're not slipping away from them, or that you're not suddenly losing interest. That's what I'm getting in that. So the last card you have for your future is the Page of Pentacles. So They love you, they adore you. That's what I'm seeing. They absolutely think you're amazing. This is not too good to be true. It's early days, I know, and you're still going through a lot of emotions from this ex, and I know you still have questions and you're still worried about this. I'm not telling you to jump right in and fall for them right now. I know that you have to do things in your own time, at your own pace. That's what I was seeing in the Page of Swords. But there's so much love there. There's so much love there. Look at the way this page is looking up to this coin. He loves it so much. He loves it. He's looking at this coin with love. They love you. They adore you. They might not be showing you all of that because I think they are worried that they don't want to come on too full on with you. And again, I'm seeing in this card that they do see you as being a bit fragile because of the way this page is holding this coin. He's holding it right on the tips of his fingers. He's like, oh, I don't want to ruin this. I don't want to wreck this. I don't want to drop this coin. It's so valuable. I love it so much. So that's how they feel towards you. So don't think that they want to control you or that they want to rescue you or be the big hero or whatever and kind of do everything for you like the damsel in distress. I don't think they want to do that. I think they just care about you. But I think if they do make you feel uneasy with how much they're trying to help you, just talk to them about it again. Just sit down and have a conversation. That's what I'm seeing in this card. But they love you and they adore you. That's what I'm really, really seeing in that. So Cancer, I hope this resonated, especially the end. But as you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you liked this reading, please like or subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.